It is my pleasure to introduce our special guest for today, Kelly Jensen. She co-writes for the blog Stacked. She contributes to Book Riot. She's the co-host of the podcast Hey YA, and a writer in her own right. She has brought together as editor incredible voices for Don't Call Me Crazy, 33 Voices Start the Conversation About Mental Health, and Here We Are, Feminism for the Real World. In addition to all of that, she is also a certified yoga instructor, an all-around incredible human. Now, what we have in store for you is about an hour of guided yoga, which is appropriate for all experience levels and all ages. Following that is about a 30-minute meditation to take you into the rest of your day. And as a friendly reminder, the Cedar Rapids Public Library has ebooks, audiobooks, DVDs, videos that you can stream, and certainly paper books that you can check out for children, teens, and adults to continue you on your journey for mindfulness and wellness. Without further ado, Kelly Jensen.
And we're going to start on our backs lying down. So wherever you're at, just come down to your back. You don't need anything on your mat with you. You can have your legs long, or you can bend your knees and let them fall in on one another. Whatever feels good in your body. Close your eyes. And start to just feel your body on the mat. Feel the support of the floor below you. We'll keep everything low and slow tonight, so no fast movement, no hard movement. But if anything doesn't feel good in your body at any time, don't do it. Honor what your body is telling you tonight. And know no matter what choice you're making, it's the right choice. Start to notice your breath. Maybe it's fast, maybe it's slow. Maybe it's smooth or choppy. Don't need to change anything about it, just notice. We'll compare throughout the practice. Wherever you came from throughout your day, let that go. And start to scan your body here. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Unclench your jaw, maybe wiggle it side to side. Drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Throughout the practice, your mind might start to wander. That's okay. Just notice that and then come back to your breath. And that can be as simple as just saying inhale when you inhale and exhale when you exhale. Take a few more rounds of breath here, just to settle into your space. And at the bottom of your next exhale, gently blink your eyes open, coming back into your room. Pause here to check in. We'll start with some really gentle movement. If your legs are extended, go ahead and bend your knees. And then hug your right knee in toward your chest. So you can clasp behind your thigh, you can clasp on top of your knee. Whatever feels best in your body. Take a couple rounds of breath. And then start to make circles. So you can move your thigh bone in your hip socket just by circling your knee around. Switch directions, circle the opposite way. Then come right back to center. Go ahead and give that knee another squeeze. And then bring your right hand on top of your knee, your left hand up to the side, and go ahead and open that right knee out to the right. You don't have to go super far here. Just notice what you're feeling in the hip socket. Notice where you're feeling it. Take one more inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Give your knee another squeeze in toward your chest. And then this time, make your left leg nice and long. So bring it down to the mat. You're going to bring your left hand on top of your right knee, right arm out to the side, and then take that right knee just over the center of your body. So don't go too far. Just enough to feel a light stretch on the outside of your right leg, maybe into the outside of your right hip. Take one more inhale. Exhale back to center. One more time. Hug that knee in toward your chest. Notice how much closer it might be now. Exhale, release that leg long to the ground. And pause here. Notice differences side to side. That right leg might feel a little bit longer. Might feel a little bit more grounded. And then go ahead and bend both your knees again. We'll do the left side. So start by hugging your left knee in toward your chest. Just like before, pause here. And because our bodies are not symmetrical, this side might be a little bit different. You might need to clasp in a different spot. You might not be as close to your chest. That's okay. When you're ready, start to make circles with your knee, moving your thigh bone in the hip socket. And then switch directions. Come back to center and go ahead and hug your knee in again. Left hand on top of your right knee, right arm out to the side, and go ahead and open your left knee up and out to the left. Take one more inhale, exhale, back up to center. Once again, hug that knee in close, and then extend that right leg down to the mat. Right hand comes to the top of your left knee, left arm out to the side, and then just gently bring that left knee over the center of your body. Again, don't take it too far here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, back to center. Hug that knee in one last time. Again, notice if it's got a little bit closer to your chest. And exhale, release. Once again, pause. Both legs long. Notice what you feel and where you feel it. Go ahead and bend your knees. And then roll to your most comfortable side. Doesn't matter what side it is, just pause for a breath here. And then gently press yourself up into a seated position. So a blanket could be helpful here, but it's not crossed. Doesn't matter which leg is in front. Inhale, bring your arms up, get nice and long in the side body. Exhale, fold forward. Let your head and your neck be heavy here. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, walk your hands in about halfway and then walk them over to frame your right knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over your right knee. Whenever we fold, know that you don't have to go too deep. Listen to your body. Take one more inhale. Exhale, walk your hands through center and then over to frame your left knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands back to center and then come all the way up to your tall spine. Bring your hands behind you and lift your chest up toward the sky. If it's okay on your neck, you can let your head dangle here. So this does the opposite of what working at a desk does all day. It opens up through the chest, the shoulders, part of the body that sometimes gets hunched a little bit more than we prefer. And then from here, switch to cross your legs. So whatever leg is in front is going to go behind. Exhale, come back to your tall spine. So to your seated position. Take a nice deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, raise your arms up again. Exhale, fold forward. Side might feel way different than the other side. Might also feel the same. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands back in. Come back to your seated position. So you can keep your legs crossed. If you prefer to have them uncrossed, go ahead and uncross them. You do a little bit of work on your neck. So drop your chin toward your chest, and then roll your right ear over toward your right shoulder. You can stay right here, or if you'd like, you can extend your left arm toward the ground and keep your fingers nice and active. So bring just a little bit more stretch into the left side of your neck. Bring your chin toward your right collarbone, so you're gazing toward your right shoulder here. Stretching out the left back side of your neck. Bring your right ear back toward your right shoulder. And then gently roll your chin back toward your chest. Do the other side. Left ear towards left shoulder. Stay right here. Or if you want a little bit more, extend your right arm toward the ground, fingers nice and bright. Bring your chin toward your left collarbone, so gaze is toward your left shoulder. Bring your left ear back toward your left shoulder, and then slowly bring your chin back down toward your chest. So you're going to bring your palms of your hands hands to your forehead, and then press your forehead into your palms and your palms into your forehead. So you're getting a little traction here. Stretching out the back of your neck. Release the tension of your forehead into your palms, and then mindfully bring your head to the top of your spine with your palms. Go ahead and release your arms, and just take a moment to notice. Our next stop is hands and knees. So make your way up into a tabletop position. And since we will be on our knees, if you'd like, you can having either as a blanket, or if you've got a mat or you've got a towel, you can just turn it at the edges. So your shoulders are going to come directly over your wrists. Your index fingers are going to be parallel to the long edge of whatever you're using as a mat. And then your fingers are going to be spread nice and wide. Your hips will be over your knees, spine nice and long. And then you have options. So if your toes are untucked, you're going to press down into the tops of your feet. Or you can tuck your toes here. If you do that, just keep your toes nice and spread. So once you've got your tabletop, we're going to do a little bit of spine movement. So on an inhale, lift your tailbone, lift your chin, and drop your belly for cow pose. So in this pose, the front of your body's going to get nice and long. Your shoulder blades are coming toward one another. Exhale, we're going to do the opposite. So round your spine and tuck your chin in your tail. And then think about pressing the mat away from you. Try to get away from the mat. Shoulder blades will be spreading nice and wide across the top of your back. This cat pose. Inhale, lower your belly, lift your chin and your tail for cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, cat pose. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the chin and the tail for cow pose. Exhale, round your spine for cat pose. Come back to your neutral spine. We're going to come into a really gentle twist here. Send your left toes out to the left, and your toes will be in line with your right knee. Bring your balance into your right hand, and your left arm is going to sweep up toward the sky. Gaze can be down at the floor, it can be up at your hand, whatever feels best in your body. Take one more inhale. Exhale, return your tabletop. So both palms on the ground, both knees on the ground, and then we'll switch it up. So right toe will go out to the right. Bring your weight to your left hand, right arm reaches up. Bring it into an open twist here. One more inhale. Exhale, back to your tabletop. And then from here, bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees out nice and wide. And then send your hips back towards your heels. Arms go nice and long. And you can bring your forehead down to the floor. You can make fists. And bring your forehead on top of your fists. For a wide-legged child's pose. Connect with your breath here. Notice what it's doing. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, come back up to your tabletop. And we're going to come into a little bit of a shoulder stretch here. So your left hand is going to come under your face. Your right arm is going to reach up just like we did in that twist. But this time, you're then going to take your right arm and thread it underneath your left. Come down onto your right shoulder, and then the right side of your face. Thread the needle. Let your breath be smooth and steady. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, press into your left hand. Bring your right arm back up toward the sky. And then return to your tabletop. Do the other side. This time, right hand comes under your face. Left arm sweeps out and up. Exhale, thread that left arm beneath your right. And slowly come down to the right, to the left side of your face. Take one more inhale. Exhale, press back up to your tabletop. We're going to make our way to downward dog. So from here, let's first check in with our hands. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. And then you want your index fingers in line with the long edge of your mat. So when you come up to downward dog or on any pose where we're bearing a lot of weight on our hands, put that weight in that space between your index finger and your thumb. So in the J and the L of your hands. So take a lot of the pressure off your wrist. So your hands are all set. Go ahead and tuck your toes. And then just like in that cow pose, lift your tail. Start to lift your knees. And then go ahead and lift them up toward the sky. Knees stay nice and bent. Heels will not be on the mat. They never have to be on the mat. So wherever you're at in this downward dog, hug the outsides of your arms inward. And then send your chest toward your thighs. If you'd like, you can drop one heel, lift it back up, and then drop the other heel. Maybe it feels good to shift your hips side to side. Whatever's calling out to you right now, go ahead and make that movement. Come back to stillness. Take a nice deep inhale here. Open mouth side out. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Exhale completely. And then start to walk your feet up toward your hands. Might not get all the way there, that's okay. Wherever you're at, bend your knees. Maybe clasp opposite elbows, rock side to side here. For your forward fold. Let your head and your neck be heavy. And if you're moving, come back to stillness. Go ahead and release the clasp of your arms. On an inhale, you're going to bring your palms to your shins. And with a flat back, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. We'll do that again. Inhale, halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Third time's a charm. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, this time sweep your arms out and up. Reach up toward the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to do some half sun salutations just to get our bodies moving a little bit more. You know all the poses. We'll just put them all together. So look down at your feet. Make sure they're hip width apart. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, press your hands together. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and release your arms. And then take a look down at your feet one more time. Lift up all of your toes and see if you can set them down one at a time. Bring your weight to the front of your feet. Bring your weight to the back of your feet. And come right to center. Lean a little bit to your left. Lean a little bit to your right. And come right to center. If your eyes are open, go ahead and close them. We're going to start to engage all the muscles in our body. Start by feeling the connection between the earth and your feet. And then start to draw that energy upward. And to do that, you'll engage your calf muscles, engage your thigh muscles, engage your glutes. Draw your navel toward your spine. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and actively reach your fingertips toward the ground. This is mountain pose, and it's a blueprint for all the standing poses in yoga. Feel the strength in your body here. All of your muscles are engaged. Match with the ease and softness of your breath. Couple more rounds of breath here. Let yourself feel strong and powerful. One more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release. We'll do a little bit of moving. If you're not in front of your mat, go ahead and make your way there, and you'll want your feet hip width apart. And step your right foot toward the back of the mat, and turn your left toes so that they're parallel with your right. So your feet might be a tiny bit pigeon-toed. And if you're wondering how wide to take your stance, just a good rule of thumb is if you take your arms out, you snap down your wrists somewhere in that vicinity. So wherever you're at in your wide-legged stance, bring your hands to your hips and inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lead with your sternum, start to fold forward. When your hands come to the ground, if they don't, you can grab a water bottle or a book or anything right here. On an inhale, come halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, go ahead and fold all the way down. Let your head and your neck be heavy here. Notice what you feel, where you feel it. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, you're going to come halfway up, just like before. And then bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees, and slowly come back up to standing. From here, you're going to turn your right foot to face the short edge of your mat, and then line up the heel of your right foot with the arch of your left. Bend into that right knee, and then just make sure that your knee is going out over your little toes. You want to see your big toe there. Extend your arms nice and long, really reach middle finger to middle finger, and then gaze over your right middle finger for warrior two. Feel your strength and your power here. Drop your left arm, flip your right palm, and reach up. Reverse warrior. Feel a long line of energy on the right side body here. One more inhale. Exhale. exhale back to your warrior two. Release your arms, straighten that front leg to your right leg, and then turn your right toes to face the top corner of your mat, and then your left toes to face the opposite corner. So what we did when we were folding, you want your feet to be the opposite of that. Find your balance here, and then reach your arms up. Take up as much space as you can. It's a star pose, so let yourself shine. Let your chest be bright. If it feels okay, you can let your head and your neck dangle. Maybe close your eyes. Take up space, be big. Know that your energy, your power, they're all limitless. One more inhale here in this really big pose. Exhale, release. And then you're going to turn your left toes to face the short edge of your mat. Line up the heel of your left foot with the arch of your right. And then bend into that left knee. So just like before, make sure you can see your big toe. And then extend both your arms nice and long. Warrior two. Drop your right arm, flip your left palm, and reach up for reverse warrior. If your shoulders started to come up by your ear, see if you can draw it down. One more inhale, exhale back to your warrior two. Release your arms. Turn those left toes in, and then heel toe your feet back together. Pause at center here. And just like we did in that mountain pose, go ahead and close your eyes. Engage all your muscles. I won't cue you through it. And just notice if you feel different. If so, what feels different? Maybe your breath flows a little more freely. Maybe some energy that was stuck somewhere is a little bit more loose. Maybe your muscles just feel good. Go ahead and open your eyes. We're going to do a balance. I personally find it easier to do not on my mat, but if it's easier on your mat, stand on your mat. Bring your hands to your hips wherever you're at, and then you're going to start to bring your weight into your right leg. Come up on the heel, or the ball mound rather, of your left toes, and then turn your left foot so that it's like a kickstand inside your right ankle. So you can stay right here. This is beautiful. If you want a little bit more, maybe that left foot comes to the inside of that right calf. And you want that left knee going backward. So the secret to balance is to find something that doesn't move. Bring your gaze there and then let it soften. So it could be a speck on the wall, it could be a light. You could stay right here, or you can start to bring your arms into this as well. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to heart center. Maybe you reach your arms up and grow your branches. And one of the biggest secrets in yoga is that everybody falls. So if you fall, fall joyfully, and know that everybody does it. Take one more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release wherever you're at, and then shake out that right standing leg. Do the other side. So this time you're going to bring your weight into the left foot and the left leg. Hands come to your hips. And then turn your right foot so that it faces the inside of your left leg. So you can set your foot there as a kickstand. That's perfect. If you'd like a little bit more, go ahead and bring it to the inside of your left calf. This side might be different. Find your focal point, let your gaze soften there. And then option to play with your arms here. You can bring your hands to heart center. You can grow your branches up overhead. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release. Shake out. We're going to start to make our way down to the mat. We're going to come through a Yogi Squat, a Lasana darling pose. And I say this ahead of time, everybody's going to look different. That's okay. You won't hold it too long. You're going to take your feet hip width, maybe a tiny bit wider, and then turn your toes out in opposite directions. Hands will come to heart center, and then you're going to start to bend into your knees. So knees are going to go out over your toes. You might not go very far down, that's okay. You might find you can come pretty far down. You might find you can come almost all the way to the mat. Wherever you're at doesn't matter. Let yourself be where you're at. Wherever that is, maybe close your eyes for a couple breaths. See if you can relax any areas of tension. And then wherever you're at, bring your hands to the floor, lift your hips back up, and fold here. When you're ready, real slow transition, we're going to come down to a seat. Whatever way that makes the most sense to you right now. And we're going to start with our right leg extended. It's going to be off to the side just a little bit. Your left leg will come to the inside of your right thigh. Right leg keep nice and engaged. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, spiral your navel toward that right leg. And then lead with your sternum as you start to fold. Hands can come down outside your leg. And know that it doesn't matter how deep you get. So you want to feel this in the back of your right leg, maybe your low back. Maybe the left side body, could be somewhere else. But if you're feeling any of those things, you're in the right neighborhood. What's important is to keep your spine as long as you can. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands back in, and then we'll switch it out. So this time, left leg goes long. Right foot comes to the inside of your left thigh. Keep that left leg nice and engaged. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, spiral your navel toward your left leg. Lead with your sternum and start to fold forward. Hands go wherever they go. Spine stays nice and long. Maybe notice if this side feels a little different than the last side. Maybe it's exactly the same. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands back in. And then go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. Knees will come out wide. Options, you can have your heels close toward your body, or you can have them pretty far away. It doesn't matter. Whatever feels best to you right now. And then hands come either to your ankles or your toes. On an inhale, your spine gets nice and long. Exhale, lead with your sternum to fold forward. So keep your spine as long as you can. And you can use your forearms here to press into your thighs. Might help increase the stretch there a bit. Nice full inhales. Long, deep exhales. Take one more inhale. Exhale, come back up to your long spine. You're going to bring your hands to the backs of your knees, and you're going to hug your knees in, wrap your arms around your knees. Maybe rock side to side here. Give yourself a nice little hug. We're going to come down once again to our backs from here. So just start to make your way down to your spine. Have your blankets, any props you have handy, because we're going to do a few more poses and then we'll set up for our meditation. So take your time to get set up. Once again, legs can be long here or your knees can be bent. What's important is we allow our spine to just connect with the earth again. Use this as a chance to check in with your breath. How does it feel? Is it different than when we started class? Maybe if you can remember back, how does it compare to when you started your day? If your knees are straight, go ahead and bend them. And then we're going to cross the left ankle on top of the right knee. Keep that left ankle flexed. So if this is enough stretch for your left hip, stay here. This is perfect. If you want a little bit more, you're going to hug your right knee in toward your chest. And just like before, you can clasp behind the right thigh. And that right ankle can be loose. You don't have to keep that one engaged. Again, if your mind starts to go down your to-do list, starts to travel somewhere other than here, just notice that. Don't judge it. And then return to your breath. That will bring you right back here. If your right foot is off the mat, go ahead and bring it back down. So we all have our left ankle crossed on top of our right knee. Keep this set up. And then drop it all over to the right. So that left foot is going to come down outside the right edge of your mat. We're coming into a twist. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, come back up to the center. And then uncross that left ankle from on top of your right knee. And we'll switch it. So this time, right ankle is on top of left knee. Keep that right foot flexed. Stay right here if this is enough stretch for your right hip. Or go ahead and hug your left knee in toward your chest. That left foot can stay nice and loose. Just a couple more rounds of breath. If your left foot is off the mat, go ahead and bring it back down to the mat. Keep the setup with your right ankle on top of your left knee, and then drop it all over to the left. So your right foot will come outside the left edge of your mat for a twist. Take one more inhale here. Exhale back up to center. Uncross your right ankle from on top of your left knee. And then from here, go ahead and hug both knees into your chest if you'd like. You can rock side to side here. Any movement that feels good. We'll do just a couple more poses before we make our way to our meditation. Come back to stillness and then extend your legs nice and long on the mat. Once you've got your legs down, bring your arms up overhead. So you're gonna be nice and long. Take your left wrist in your right hand. Keep your hips cemented exactly where they're at, and then start to draw your torso over to the right. Stay here. Keep your hips where they're at, and then maybe start to walk your legs over to the right. You can cross that left ankle over your right ankle, coming into the shape of a banana. Smooth, steady breath. Uncross your left ankle if you've crossed it, and then walk your legs back beneath your hips. And then bring your torso back in line as well. Pause at center and just notice side to side. Once again, reach your arms up overhead. This time, take your right wrist in your left hand. Hips stay right where they are, and then start to bring your torso over to the left. Start to walk your feet now over to the left. If you'd like, you can cross your ankle. Coming into the shape of a banana on the opposite side. Take one more inhale. Exhale, uncross your ankles and walk your legs back beneath your hips. And then start to bring your torso in line as well. And release your arms. Pause here. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest one last time. And make any movements that are calling out to you as we prepare for a meditation. Take a couple moments here. Get out any last wiggles, any last poses your body's asking for. And then start to get yourself set up for your meditation. This is where you'll want your pillows and your blankets. Get yourself as cozy and comfortable as you can. Just make sure that you have a long spine. So laying down, perfectly appropriate. If you want, you can lay down and put something underneath your knees. Give yourself a little support there. So, for example, I've got my blanket here. I could lay on my back and just put the blanket under my knees, give them a little bit of support. Take a moment or two to find that perfect position. So the Yoga Nidra meditation, what we're going to do, works into the really deep brain waves that are like achieving a really satisfying sleep. So these are I believe it's the delta waves. And these are what you achieve when you had that REM, like super restful sleep. But you can do it with meditation. And so this meditation will have some pauses in it. Don't worry if you hear long periods of silence. It's meant to be there. And near the end of the meditation, there will be an extended period of silence between 5 and 10 minutes. That's okay. I'll come back and lead you out of the meditation when it's time. All you have to do during the meditation is listen. So because Yoga Nidra taps into those deep brain waves, it's possible you'll fall asleep here, and that's okay. It's possible you won't fall asleep either, and that's also perfectly okay. Whatever experience you have is the experience you're meant to have here. Of course, we started by getting as comfortable as possible. Let your front body soften into your back body, while your back body softens into the earth. Feel your limbs and your skin and your bones as they grow heavy. And your eyelids and your breath as they grow light. Let it be effortless. So to start the Yoga Nidra, we always set a sankalpa, or a purpose, a reason, an intention, and it's something short, something that's an active I am statement. So come up with something that will become your sankalpa. A couple of examples: I am relaxed, I am calm, I am peace. Repeat that sankalpa to yourself 3 times silently. Start to notice your breath as it enters your nose. Feel the cool air as it comes into your body, and the warm air as it exits your nostrils. Feel that breath as it travels down your throat, through your chest, and into your lungs. Notice your belly as it rises on an inhale, and as it falls when you exhale. Notice your belly not only expands forward on inhale, but it expands out to either side of your body, and it expands through the back of your body. Feel this expansion on inhale. Exhale, feel all the parts of your breath and your body as they soften. I'm going to start to lead you through all the parts of your body. I'll name a body part. Just bring your attention to that body part. You don't need to repeat the name. You don't need to move. You don't need to do anything. Just take your attention to that part of your body. Crown of your head. Forehead. Right eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Right eyelid. Left eyelid. Right temple. left temple, nose, right cheek, left cheek, top lip, bottom lip, mouth, teeth, chin, your throat, right shoulder, top of the right arm, right elbow, right forearm, right palm, right thumb, second finger of your right hand, right hand, third finger, fourth finger of your right hand, pinky finger on your right hand, all of the fingers on your right hand, left shoulder, upper left arm, left elbow, left forearm, left thumb, second finger on your left hand, third finger on your left hand, left hand, fourth finger, pinky finger on your left hand, all the fingers on your left hand, center of your chest, upper belly, navel, lower belly, right hip, left hip, top of the right thigh, right knee, right shin, top of the right foot, first toe of the right foot, second toe of the right foot, third toe, fourth toe of the right foot, right foot, fifth toe, top of the left thigh, left knee, left shin, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe of your left foot. Third toe. Fourth toe of your left foot. Fifth toe on your left foot. Bottom of your left foot. Back of the left calf. Back of the left thigh. Bottom of the right foot. Back of the right calf. Back of the right thigh. Right glute. Left glute. Lower back. Middle of the back. Right shoulder blade. Left shoulder blade. Back of the right shoulder. Back of the left shoulder. The whole upper back. Back of the neck. Back of the skull. The crown of your head. Imagine at the crown of your head a warm red light. Allow that red light to flood through your entire body. Feel its warmth. Breathe it through your entire body. Now start to envision a warm orange light at the crown of your head. Allow that orange light to travel through your entire body. Now picture a bright yellow light at the crown of your head. It's warm and safe like the sun. Let that yellow light shine throughout your entire body. At the crown of your head, there's now a beautiful green light. Paint your entire body in this bold green light. Now at the crown of your head is your favorite shade of blue, shining as a beautiful light. Allow that blue light to envelop your whole body. Now at the crown of your head, bright purple light, full of energy, vitality, full of power and wisdom. Allow that purple light to flood through your body. And now picture at the top of your head a bright white light. It's cozy and comforting. Shine that white light throughout your entire body. Allow all these colors, their lights, their energy to become one with you, and know that you bring as much to those colors as they bring to you. You are the light. Each of the colors of the light. And the light is you. Each of the colors of the light. Notice your breath as it enters into your body. Notice the temperature, how it changes as your breath exits your body. Feel your belly as it expands with each inhale and as it softens with every exhale. Return to your sankalpa, your reason, your purpose, your intention for the practice. And silently repeat it to yourself 3 times. Begin to deepen your breath. Bring movement back into your fingers and into your toes. Start to make small circles with your wrists and your ankles. Reach your arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch. Bend your knees and gently roll to your most comfortable side and let your whole body rest. Keeping your eyes closed, press yourself back up into a seated position, letting your head and your neck arrive last at the top of your spine. When you're ready, bring your right hand on top of your heart center and your left hand on top of your right. Pausing in this gesture of compassion to honor your efforts this evening, to digest the effects of the practice, to acknowledge the power of taking some time for yourself, carving out the opportunity to move and to breathe. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart center now. From the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you all so much for sharing your practice. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste.